Hello everyone and welcome! Today we're going to be talking about ghost dwellers, an original species that I'm working on for my original series. Sadly, this original series doesn't have a name yet, I'm still working on that. However, you would formerly know these guys to be from Coastal Empires, a Minecraft server I used to be in with my friends. Some bits of their lore, like how they used to be Enderman and Warden hybrids, are now scrapped. However, their looks are still pretty much the same. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Ghost dwellers are partially blind species believed to originate from caves. The identifying traits of a ghost dweller are usually by their large ears, horns, their retractable teeth, and their bioluminescent markings all over their body. These bioluminescent markings are probably the most important feature on them. They are able to brighten and dim at will. There's always a marking on their face, and always one somewhere else on their body. It's believed they originally gained this feature to be able to better see within caves and also find their eggs. Similar to animals such as tigers, no two ghost dwellers' markings are ever the same. Even twins have different markings, so you're able to tell them apart. Another important thing to note about this species is that they don't really do gender. There's no sexual dimorphism at all because each gender is the exact same. There's only one gender for these guys. They are able to reproduce asexually and they do lay eggs. And I'm not going to say anything further on that. You guys can do what you want with that information. And I just have to point out the egg that you see on the old reference sheet is the Ender Dragon egg, not Weaver's. Do not mix it up. The only thing that is naturally gendered about these guys is their voices. However, they don't really see that as a problem, as to them, there's not really such a thing as a masculine or feminine voice. Those are mainly concepts that humans tried forcing on them, and the only thing they really took from it was pronouns. They also do not follow traditional human names, mostly naming themselves after skills, or things found in caves, or things outside of it, but those are more rare. Examples for these names would include Weaver and Catcher, Drip and Fossil, or Essence. Of course, those that live closer to human settlements may have human names, especially in the case of a hybrid. But then again, those are rare. With all that out of the way, let's get into the ranking system next. The second most important figure, or most important depending on how you look at it, is Lords. This is the main organizer for the tribe/village. They are meant to be sort of a pillar for their people to rely on and just keep everything in check. The most important, or second most important, once again, all up for debate, but certainly the most respected role is a spirit walker. Every 200 years, a new spirit walker is chosen at random. Spirit walkers are ghost dwellers with the ability to see a world between life and death. They guide spirits and souls into wherever they need to be to reach a peaceful afterlife, or whichever one is deemed worthy for them. Usually, spirit walkers are pacifists. Any blood and death just creates more souls for them to have to help. And while, yes, they do love it sometimes, it's not fun to see death. After being announced as a spirit walker, they are usually given a phantom tail, which always is visible. This is not only just a way for spirits to be more comfortable, as it gives them always a sense of familiarity. This also ensures that there are no fakes. Healers are self-explanatory. They deal with both physical and mental wounds. The rest of the tribe kind of just alternates between different roles, whether that's keeping watch, creating hammocks or bedding, or collecting food. They all alternate, although most specialize in one but get training in others in order to be a well-rounded individual. And then there are youths. These are any ghost dweller under the age of 10. It's once they turn 10 where they get their name fully confirmed and where they'll begin training in a specific role for the next 6 years, while occasionally training in other areas. I had forgotten to mention this earlier, ghost dwellers don't have confirmed names until the age of 10. They do slowly think about it over the course of their life, but for the most part, they are referred to by sets of clicks or whistles. Ghost dwellers have their own language of clicks, whistles, and chirps. Different whistles meaning different meanings, same with clicks, usually depending on the severity, also on how flat or loud the tone is. For example, is fire, and is there's someone else around. The only other important thing to note about these guys is the fact that spirit walkers have an extended lifespan of 1,000 years instead of the normal 100. Anyways, that's all for now. I hope you all enjoyed this redraw of an art piece I did back in 2022, and I'll talk more about my main characters in another video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye!